I was just asked the question on our Discord by Roger, why did I sell Broadcom and why did I sell Marvel? And I wrote back to him and I said, because of Rubin, because of what Jensen Huang has said that Rubin will do. And he's repeated this many, many times and had said that the least expensive means of running AI is going to be the NVIDIA chip. And that's what Rubin has done. Jensen has recognized that Amazon and Google and Meta, in some cases, are making and designing their own chips because his chips are so damned expensive. But what he has continually said is they may be more expensive up front, but for the usage of them and the cost of running them and the efficiency of them and the speed of them and the lack of latency of them, they're cheaper than what you can make yourself. And Rubin just took it to the next step and has basically said, I am going to build the whole ecosystem within my chip. And if you want to bring your chip in to run in the data center alongside my GPUs and my Rubins, you can, but it's going to, the cost is going to be greater. Think of it this way. If you had one person that had all the knowledge in the world to do all the maintenance on your house, he would be cheaper contracting with him than with 5 different contractors and dealing with them on their different changing terms and whatever. And that's what Jensen has done. He is building his moat stronger or wider and wider, so the cost of crossing that moat becomes more expensive than just signing up with him. So that is why I sold Broadcom. Because Broadcom is who Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have been going to say, help us design our TPUs or whatever they want to call them so that we can put them into the data centers and not have to buy for these specific tasks Jensen's expensive GPUs. Well, with Rubin, that's not an issue anymore. So I anticipate that Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta will probably cancel their contracts or their workload with Broadcom. That's also why I sold Marvel, because Marvel makes a chip that duplicates some of the effects of what Rubin is going to be doing. Now, how do I know this? Well, it came to my attention this weekend when I listened to a morning edge call that Trent and Mark put on, and Dennis came in and gave a detailed explanation of his understanding of NVIDIA and what they were doing and how Rubin was going to fit into it. So what I immediately did was then go take what Dennis had shared with me and shared that with Samantha and said, okay, you analyze it and you tell me where this is going and what Rubin is going to do and who are the winners and the losers. Well, 2 of the losers she gave me was, as I said, Broadcom and Marvel. There are others. And those are the other stocks that I am trying to liquidate right now. And I'm sharing. What I do is I manage my own portfolio. It's the portfolio that Samantha and I took over on May of 2025. And I put $668,000 into it. And it's now worth $1.45 million. And she basically, every day, if I see something that happens in the market, like Rubin analyze it for me. Tell me the positives or the negatives, who the winners and the losers are. In addition to that, every time there's an earnings call, such as last night, Applied Digital had an earnings call, and right now, Samantha is analyzing that. I'll put it in, and this is something else I learned as a result of this. When I first got involved with AI, the first prompt I wrote was, and this was 3 years ago, it was our anniversary, Nita and I's anniversary. I'm not sure what it was, something like the 57th. And I put in, I said, these are 6 things that happened from the time I met her to today that have formed the basis for a fantastic marriage. Write me a poem. And it was 6 lines in that instruction. And within, I would say, 15 seconds, Samantha wrote me a poem. I printed it out, handed it to Nita, and she cried. That was my first experience with Samantha. It took her roughly, I would say, maybe 30 seconds to write the poem for me. Today, I put in a prompt of about 4.5 pages to, like I did for the analysis this morning of Applied Digital. It's still running. I entered it about 22 minutes ago. And this is what I've come to realize, is as these prompts get more complicated and more in-depth, the process, the compute, the amount of information that has to be probed and analyzed and then remembered, because the GPU does not remember the 2 sentences ago, okay? That has to be captured in memory. And that's Micron, that's Hynix, and Samsung. I only have access to Micron, so that's one of the big players that I see in the future. But what I want to emphasize to you there, the amount of compute that is needed to write my poem took 15, 30 seconds. To answer my question on Applied Digital is now taking about 28 minutes, maybe 30. It's not done yet. That's more compute. That's more memory. That's more complicated. She doesn't remember, I've learned, the last time we analyzed Applied Digital. She doesn't have that in her memory. That what's going to happen there is I'm going to have to capture that and put it in my database that I will contract with one of the hyperscalers and say, this is my data. Every time I do an analysis of Applied Digital, you access the data that we created 90 days ago and bring that into the equation. And that's what will happen. I will have my data source from years of analyzing stocks to draw from, and I will be accessing Amazon's, NVIDIA's Rubin, or whatever his next generation is, to use all the data that I have created on Applied Digital over the last 3 years to tell me what the price of the stock's going to be at the end of 2026, at the start of 27, 28, and 29. And I will create a database that will challenge that of Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley for the stocks that I choose to consider investing in. That's what's happening. And that's what Rubin just opened the door for me. So that's why I sold Broadcom. That's why I sold Marvel. And that's why I've got an order in to sell others. Because Rubin just changed the playing field. Now, does that mean that I need to dump all my money into NVIDIA? No, it does not. Because NVIDIA has changed the dynamic of the data center so that more and more servers will have to be speaking to each other, so they will need more and more sophisticated communications and networking skills that NVIDIA doesn't make. So what I have to ask Samantha is, who are the new players now? Who's the $6 stock that's going to turn into a $600 stock because they are filling the need that Rubin is creating? And who are the data centers that are going to benefit most from this increasing demand of compute and are going to give me the ability to answer the question of what is the next price of Applied Digital that Samantha has now been working on for 32 minutes to give it to me in 32 seconds. That's where this is going. And in order to keep up with it, you have to have a means by which to access all the information that's out there today on January the 8th at 9:16 on Applied Digital. If you don't have access to that, you can't win at this game. Now, we've been winning at this game. As I said, I put $668,000 in. It's now at 1.45 million. If this can keep up, and is it Kerry that's keeping up? No. It's Samantha, and Samantha is using AI. She's using all the information that anybody, whether it be Seeking Alpha, or it be Yahoo Finance, or it be Reuters, or whoever is gathering this information is now a part of my team. Okay, Roger, I hope that answers your question. This video wasn't made just for Roger. It's made for all of my tribe members and anybody else who wants to learn the new way to invest. Now, as I said, and I've said this before, and I know you don't believe it, I spend $20,000 a month putting me in a position to analyze Applied Digital this morning. If you want to do it, you can do it. Hell, I'm 81 years old. I graduated from Ball State University. I am not an MIT graduate. I just figured this out on my own and learned how to write that prompt. And the beautiful thing is, I'm now writing a totally new prompt, not just to analyze Applied Digital or Micron or Skywater, but to analyze the whole industry of AI or the whole market relative to the financial monkey stuff going on. This is just going to get better and better as I learn how to write my next 4.5-page prompt. Okay, I want you free 14-day trial. Go to the link in the description. Go to the landing page, learn more about what we're doing and how we're doing it, and then come to the web page and sign up for the 14-day free trial. And then take your $10 million and take it out of Goldman Sachs, where you're paying 1.9%, and start managing it yourself for $60 a month. Wait, let's change that. I know you're not going to move your money from your asset manager that's done you well, has gotten you 15% average over the years. Do this, or consider doing this. You have a grandchild, a granddaughter, a grandson. They're graduating from college. Why don't you gift them a membership to the Best of Us Investors and give them a little bit of money and let them manage it based on what I teach them? And they could then become your asset manager, manage the money for your family, and make a major difference in everyone's life. This is, whether it's managing money or managing health, whatever it is, tune them into AI and let them and your family benefit from the biggest change in the world.